Back to Metaphor Refantazio. We are in part 3, about to enter the Nord mines, and we have some flying crow-like creatures, and a party starting to develop here, so continue on with the story and see what's going on here. So far I've been quiet about this because I'm trying to soak in the world and understand things. I know we got like a little memorandum here. We can kind of catch up with the lore and stuff like that if we want to. 13% collection, jeez. I wonder if this is a short game. Probably not.
Stop!
Hundos, the beast hunting packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed. We can't give them a chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path. Good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it.
Once you assess their strength, prepare for your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Now size up that hundo. What do you make of it? It's stronger. You're letting fear cloud your judgment. You slipped out of death's grip at the fort, so this should hardly... How is it weaker? Press L2 to activate Face Sight and identify an enemy's strength via their color. Lower level enemies will glow blue, enemies of the same level will glow yellow, and higher level enemies will glow red. Unknown enemies will appear white. Okay. When you have leveled up to a point where you think you can overpower certain enemies, you can simply approach to see if their color has changed. When engaging a weaker force, clear your mind and simply do what you must be done. Put them to the sword. Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple square attack. Oh, good. Fuck yes, dude. That's exactly. See, like, right now I'm kind of running Paper Mario, 1000 Year Door. And, you know, in the old Paper Mario games, too, they had the ability to get, like, a certain badge that you can just completely avoid, like, fighting weak enemies and going through that whole, like, turn-by-turn battle system. And I always have that badge equipped because I'm like, yeah, the battles can get kind of long and you can't speed them up or anything. So this is really nice. Really nice to see that these things are... I wish this was more evident in, like, Rebirth and stuff like that, like the newer RPGs that are coming out. Because, like, yes, the battles are fun, but, you know, there's a point where you're just fighting weak-ass enemies that take, like, 2 or 3 slashes, and you're just like, I'd rather just not. But, you know, they just be in the way sometimes. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you into a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. Okay. Okay. If you press L1 when a cursor is over an enemy, you will lock onto that enemy. That enemy will always be in your view, so you can easily... Okay.
All right.
Give it a shot. We got this.
All right. How's that? Yeah, come on. Let's push through. All right. How's that?
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Nice, and you get a little experience and all that stuff still from them. That's pretty good then. I think they understood, like, you know, they got the message loud and clear, you know, like, yes, the random encounters and the battles are all fun and everything, but to just kind of waste your time on a giant world, you know, JRPG, we're getting kind of over that. Like, I gotta fight every single random encounter battle, you know?
Hold on. Got it.
Never drop your guard even against weaker foes on the battlefield. Fortunes can turn if you let up even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm, and you'll be fine. Press triangle to initiate a squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you use triangle to initiate a squad battle on an enemy after depleting its break gauge with square attacks, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. However, If you're attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you'll be forced into a battle where the enemy has its advantage. Okay. Survey the situation, use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize tactical advantage. Yep. Evaluate the enemies in your vicinity, then decide whether you'll dispatch them quickly with square attacks to stun them first, or jump directly into a strategic battle using triangle. Phase sight will help you determine your battle approach, while staying out of enemy reach. Needs to be a temple.
I'm counting on you. That being the case,
No choice.
We can't get sloppy.
It's a fight. How do you want to handle them?
here I go.
If you're unhappy with how a battle is going, you can restart it from the beginning. Pressing R2 assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness skill you have. Okay.
Jeez, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Seeker! Maybe not. Let's go. Wind!
Take this sword. Finish the job. Wish every fight was that easy, eh? That'll do it.
I don't think we can avoid a fight here.
We'll hold
Okay.
our ground.
That's how they get you. Got it.
Seeker! We can do this.
Helpful as ever. Take this. Let's catch our breath.
There are still some foes around. Don't let your guard down.
Let's push through.
Let's stash that somewhere.
Come on, cat. Let's push through.
Look stronger already.
Okay, so when that happens, how do I level myself up?
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Let's do this.
First move's
Stay sharp.
not done yet. Trivial.
Rias, your attack power's down. Cover them.
Take this.
Only one more. Finish them off. We're clear. Rias, your attack power's down.
Come forth, royal soul. With healing power.
I owe you. Go on, finish the job.
Finish them off.
That settles that.
We made short work of them.
All right, how's that? Okay, let's get this all we got. Scour! Just one left.
Keep it up.
Even easier than expected. That'll do it.
Everything's pretty standard.
What is it? But pardon?
Oh, man. Medicine's kind of expensive. Shit.
Thank you. Welcome.
Now then.
Damn. It's actually worth some shit.
Thank
So you can't really save just whenever you want.
I'd say we're evenly matched, which means you've got this. You're on the defensive.
This battle's ours.
Quick, everyone, go!
Seeker! Wind! Two remaining.
Down.
Take this! Stay focused!
The free Seeker! Scour! I think I'm getting used to this.
That was the last one.
They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
Cat!
Well done.
Alright, you did it!
Cat! Let's give him a fight! The next one will fall just as easy.
Don't let your guard down yet.
Come on! This is our chance! This could be our Still up?
Take this! Keep pressing it!
Down.
Taste steel!
That's just what Korea does.
It's okay. We can do this. Stay sharp!
Down.
It's not over yet.
Nothing to worry about. Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
How's that?
Down.
We have the edge.
They chose the wrong opponent. I think we're in the clear.
Let's push through. Let's give him a fight. Let's give him my all.
Take this or finish the job.
Even easier than expected.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Hold on.
Hold the air, suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
We've been surrounded even out here with seeing the monsters at least. Concerns. Oh boy. I know you can hear me. Show yourself, or would you rather we come to you? I'll fish out for an old goat, ain't you? The bastards live long enough. Kill him quick. Oh boy.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Scour!
What is that? Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter.
Get ready. Coming at us.
Press circle to guard, which consumes one turn icon. Guarding greatly decreases the damage your character takes and prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemies from gaining turns too. Wow.
What's that?
Guard
I
up!
think something's coming!
Take this.
Watch out!
Let's this. Sight.
Utilizing formations effectively. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by using up or down to move party members between rows.
Falling back. Charging in. I'll get some distance. Forward!
Jeez, they're pretty tall. Better be careful.
Gotta rethink. Falling back.
Still standing. It's our turn now. Hold still. Blast.
Time for some close combat.
Take this. Let's do this. Shite.
What's that?
I'll get some distance. Ready for
I think
impact.
something's coming! Watch out!
Get ready. Coming at us.
Forward!
Take this. Go on, finish the job.
The soldiers from the fort that survived? No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they? That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized pursuit? No, but I think it's safe to say I'm least of your worries at this
Let's
point.
hurry.
In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
All right.
Here we are. Looks so creepy. Well, I guess you'd say it was abandoned. Aye. Crown bureaucracy ordered it so. Haven't been in this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place seeking the riches left within. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it.
So,
What is it? These come highly recommended. Now then. Ah. Thank you.
Last night's incident wiped out the fort's entire garrison. Surely they lacked the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Let's push through this line all we can. So it wasn't just my imagination to think we were being followed this whole time. But like Rhea said, something's off. When that human came out of nowhere, it wiped out all the soldiers to the last. Then again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere. But if that's the case, no, couldn't be. I'm not gonna lie, this game, I can tell is gonna be really good. Like, I know that Metacritic has this as a must-play, like for the PlayStation as well, you know what I mean? But being playing a lot of JRPGs, like pretty much all of the best ones ever in existence, and then even some of the more lesser-known titles, this one has a lot of different variations of things that just make you fall in love with these games, right? Banger of the musics, right? You still have the same old JRPG systems of like, there's a weakness, find the weakness, kill them. You know, you have your tactical battles, your turn by turn. You know, I mean, you can never go wrong with these kinds of games. You know, is it a niche type of thing nowadays? Yes, because not a lot of people like the turn by turn systems anymore. We're more into the action, you know, the action RPGs now, stuff like the Souls games and Bayonettas and Ninja Gaidens, whatever, stuff like that, you know. But this one seems to be incorporating a lot of different elements in that. Where like Rebirth is basically, you know, Remake and Rebirth are like the newest forms of RPGs going forward. Things like Final Fantasy 16, you know, which was straight up just an action game. It's just the direction that they're taking these things, you know. And this one has like, it's an intriguing story. It's not something that we haven't seen before, you know, ultimate bad guy kills the king, whatever, wants to take over so he can take over the world. I mean, we've seen this stuff, right? He's probably going to end up becoming some kind of fucking giant god or whatever the hell's going on with all this stuff. And then, you know, we got our characters are starting to assemble now. You know, we got the old, grizzled, gruff veteran and trying to make sense of this whole thing, teaching us, you know, he's probably going to kick the bucket at some point because that's just how these kinds of things work. And then, you know, we got our young, noble knight that, you know, wants to pretty much just be like the life of the party and all that kind of crap. And then our player character is obviously just here to be here. Confuses all shit, learning the world, you know, never been outside of his domain. So it's a lot, you know, to take in. And then we have Tinkerbell kind of running around with us and playing our little Navi, our little guide around the entire game, you know, as it's going to happen. And it's for now, it's not like too giant, you know, it's a lot of sectioned off zones. I'm not sure if that's how the entire game's going to be, you know, and if it is, it's fine. I don't mind these kind of games. Like, it just reminds me of Final Fantasy 13, like how it was just like sectioned off places until you got to like this giant little, like, not giant, but like a pretty bigger expanse, you know, you got to the area where you can just kind of do whatever you want for a little bit, even though there are boundary lines. And maybe that's the direction that this game goes, but for now it's working, and I really do like what I'm getting from this. And the archetype things, you know, that you turn into. It's a pretty cool system. I mean, it's like I said, it's nothing like groundbreaking that we have never seen before. There's always like that limit break or something like that that you can always activate. And at least this thing is, for now, it's kind of permanent. Like you can just kind of transform and use your MP as you want. And it seems like every time we come to like one of these little halts in the story, we get replenished HP, replenished MP. So like battling, it's like worth your time to battle like everything in the arenas. Like they're putting those enemies there for a reason. They're putting the items strategically in spots where like, yeah, you can run away from them, but it's better suited to actually go and fight those battles so that you can make the most of your experience and levels, right? Because it seems like it's pretty hard to level up like once you start getting it to go. So fighting everything, you know, and how I treat RPGs is like, that's 5 points. Even if it's like 5 points of experience, that's 5 points of experience that I would not have gotten if I just didn't engage in the battles, you know? And I come from an era where it's like, you walk across the world and you just jump in random battles like 50 times before you even get to the next town. But that's the whole point of these games, you know what I mean? You have to enjoy that. That's kind of where the playtime really gets you. And this game does even better by like destroying weaker enemies like as soon as you hit them, and I think that's fantastic because you don't want to really like piss off like the younger generation, I guess, and you know they don't want to sit there and like Final Fantasy X everything, right? They don't want to just battle and battle and battle and battle and battle until you have to find ways to not get any encounters or something like that, which can be all the way up till the fucking end game. So this one's like, you know what, if they're weaker, just slap them and you're good to go. If they're mid, you know, knock them to their to get them stunned and then jump into the battle as a squad and do that. And then you got the hard fights where it's like, you know, you have to use your strategy in order to conquer that enemy. You know, you're gonna have to play with the formations. You know, you're jumping backwards, you're going forwards. You have to guard. You have to pay attention to how many of the little turn stars or whatever the hell they got going on there is, how fast that's depleting, and you don't want to give your enemies more moves than you. So yeah, it's there's a lot of mechanics that can kind of be overwhelming to newer players of the JRPG genre, but this game is definitely made with the thought in mind that you have at least dabbled into JRPGs in the past. And honestly, the tutorials are very quick and it's not wasting our time, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, this is that. Well, quickly use a potion, or you know what a fucking potion is. You know, you can do your numbers by now, you know what I mean? So they're not really boring us with like the dumb shit. They're just really showing us like, you know, here, this is the mechanics of our game, you know. You can analyze things. You don't have to spend a turn to analyze things. It won't tell you directly what their weaknesses are. You'll have to figure that out yourself, which is fine. You know, maybe there is an ability later on in the game that actually shows you this. But for now, I'm getting really good vibes from the game. I love the art style. It looks really good. And yeah, you know, we're gonna continue and see what happens. But for now, I mean, I'm definitely really hooked, you know. And I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth between playing this and then playing Avowed here in a couple days when it's actually on Game Pass. So, you know, and you know, the reason why I only do PlayStation games is because it's easier for me to create videos on the PlayStation because it's actually like linked with my YouTube and everything. And I have like you know, the PS app on here that allows you to render your videos and everything. Well, with Xbox and other places, they don't let you do that. You have to kind of do the capture card stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I've never done it before. So it kind of sucks. Like I wanna have Xbox be the same way that PlayStation is, because then I would definitely have a lot of fucking videos up, because you know I kind of go back and forth between the two. But until I figure out a capture card situation, it's probably never gonna happen. And as much as I like doing these videos and everything, this is it's more of a pastime, a hobby, you know, a time capsule for myself to play like some of the best games and just put them out there, showcasing whatever I can, you know, skills, love for the games and all that. But Metaphor Refantazio, this game is definitely brand new to me. I'm gonna see everything for the first time. A lot of the games that I have on the channel right now are things that I've definitely played in the past. So, you know, nothing was really that much of a surprise. It was just finally just getting it on video and putting them out to, you know, the general public. So, you know, this game in total, though, I'm going to be learning 100% what this whole thing's about. So it's exciting. I can't wait to see more of it, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So enough talking points. I think right now everything's fine. You know, we got our merchants, we got our basic items. You know, you replenish your inventory. Revival spells or revival potions are very expensive. 900 gold a piece is not that great. As opposed to, like, you know, 100, 200 gil of Phoenix Downs or whatever. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue into the mines, and it's very, for the beginning at least, it's very cutscene heavy, and the cutscenes are very, very beautiful. Like, it just makes you think you're playing an anime, right? And that's exactly how I felt when I was playing, I said the title earlier, Tales of Arise. And I mean, at those points in the story when it cut over to like an anime style, I mean, I thought that was so good. But this game is definitely not shy. You know, we've seen blood, we've seen stabs, we've seen murders and all sorts of stuff. So it's very graphic, it's very mature. You know what I mean? And I know that that's kind of like the way that JRPGs are being constructed nowadays, because they have to pretty much cater to the thought that the audience that they're trying to achieve are, of course, the people who have been playing JRPGs their entire life growing up. You know what I mean? And from all of us Chrono Trigger to Final Fantasy games, you know, everything was very cutesy, pixel art. You know, very there was like a love story here and there, and you know what I mean? Just those little types of things like that, like, they still try to maintain it, but they're definitely getting more bloodier, they're getting more advanced, you know, they're using cuss words and stuff like that in games nowadays, or in the JRPG genre, because they know that a lot of us are, you know, well into our 30s by now, 40s maybe, whatever you can say, and it's good to see that they're catering still to the audience that kind of made them who they are, you know what I mean? And yeah, we do want a little bit more maturity from our games, and you know, it's fine to show a little blood, it's fine to show a little sex here and there, or whatever, because that's just kind of how, you know, we know these things now. When we were kids, they were protecting us, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is kind of like the fantasy world, you know, you got a king, a queen, or you're a young warrior trying to become the king of a country, and this and that, and you know, now we got all the fairy tale, we got all the exaggerations out of the way. Now let's just get to the absolute brutalness. You know, what is war and this and that, and you know, the idea of a villain taking over an entire nation or peoples, you know, and being comfortable with that subject is basically what we're trying to get through all this kind of stuff. So yeah, good on them. Very good to see all this kind of come to fruition finally. But let's go ahead and enter the Nord mines and see where we are taking this.
Wait a second.
Oh. Fear not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. It'd be against their best interest to cause a scene and the risk crown theocracy coming down on this place, right? Sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready? Let's go. If our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste.
However,
It's dead quiet. Are you sure there's still people working here? That disquieting stillness you feel, those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us, before, then it's likely.
Stop! Don't move!
Halt, deserters.
Don't you dare move!
Drop like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we walked right into an ambush. They got us at a disadvantage, catching us in a narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use, the entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Oh shit. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run. And if you don't comply, then the miners will pay your price for your insolence.
wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. Human. Oh yes, well, We're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Well, it appears we stepped into the whole damn conspiracy. We have no choice. We fight our way through. Here they come. Stop them here and now.
Yeah, nice work.
Sick. So if we go back. Okay, if we turn back, we'll walk into another ambush. We gotta break some frontline charges through. Okay. Gotta. You just gotta. Yeah, so once you're in these, like, dungeon type areas, it seems like you're not gonna be saving. Unless you come up on, like, a save crystal.
Very impressive.
What are you doing?
Look,
Over there, someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no dessert.
The life is gone from her.
What?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived. And the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
Stop right
they
there.
saw us. Surprise, everyone. I knew you could do it. Huh? Oh, wait.
Just as I thought, it all makes sense now. Here's where expected.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard. You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay back!
Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Halliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand! Come! I will show you a world with honor!
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that! This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash! You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Diagonal slash deals weak physical slash damage to one.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Jeez, that was weak.
Let's go.
Okay.
Scour!
Take this! Die!
Resist.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Hack and slash! Not done yet!
Die!
I shall vanquish evil!
By this power. Wind!
Take this! Die! Die!
I will... Still here?
Still standing, eh?
You!
Please!
Die!
Watch out! You're barely
Still
holding
fight.
together.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Luis!
Captain's uniform.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay, so I put strength, magic, endurance. I'm gonna put one in agility and more in luck, and then that's it. Okay.
Nice. I feel stronger already. Oh, you found new powers.
A new skedaddle, huh? That's for me. Okay. Increases one ally's attack for 3 turns. Okay. Tarukaja. Well, you can always deal with some more bravery.
Impossible!
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
You're already one of us.
Thank you. I'll remember this. Now, onward.
The proud noble, strong. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Together we stand.
Warrior archetype. Party can now study the warrior. I feel struck by inspiration. Found a new way to harness this power. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Stroll.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait, what? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I won't lead you astray. That's
For
the
me.
whole reason I'm here. Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Rias could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here. Now then. This here.
You gain a new archetype by... Okay, hold on. To study, you will need Magla, the source of all magic, but simply drawing from the Magla within yourself will put too heavy a burden on you. It means you will need to gather Mag from your battles and other sources. Each character can study archetypes obtained through the story by selecting a corresponding icon on tree. Studying archetypes consumes Mag, minuscule shards of Magla magic, crystals. Once a character has studied an archetype, you can use the main menu and change their channeled archetype at no cost.
That means...
To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here you may achieve that through the study of the archetypes, the deepest secrets.
Now then.
Now, I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, we have... Let's give him Mage. Fuck. I don't even know. He could change him at any time, they said.
I see.
Yeah, we'll make him a Mage, why not? Oh. The Origin, the Dark type learns Fire, Ice, and Electric. But his stats are tailored towards Strength, so he's probably better suited as another warrior?
I see. This right here.
This would be the archetype of a young nova recently awakened to the awareness of physical offense by heavy greatsword. Few other archetypes can compete with its raw destructive power, yet That specialization costs at a cost. Has virtually no utility or support outside of hard hits. If you're aiming to solo the enemy with brute force, I'd say this is a fine archetype to do this.
All right.
Okay. Yes.
Sure. Of course.
From the sanctum I shall hear the name. I hear voices. Oh, worthy heart. You're ready to bear thyself. Fight. With all thine heart I shall bestow upon thee, soul of the warrior. What is this? It is truly an archetype. This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe it's finally in my grasp. The warrior archetype has awakened. You can change archetypes to the main menu.
I
Okay, good.
still have much to learn.
Fascinating.
Got it. That man with the iPad should now have woken an archetype. Similarly, I can imbue you, the noble, with, and that noble youth with power. Feel free to experiment. Cool. So we can just turn ourselves into a
I
mage.
see. I see.
Or even turn him. He's a magic guy anyway, shit. By talking to more Archimedian setting archetypes, you'll be unlocked more archetypes. You can get useful strategic knowledge by attending more lectures or reading books surrounding show. Nice. Some functions of the main menu are now available, such as changing your archetype. Archetypes that have been studied in academia can be swapped in town or dungeons at any time. Changing them to suit your needs are good strategy. Okay, good. You can now check the status of your royal virtues, the qualities necessary in a king from the main menu. You can raise these virtues in many ways.
Right.
Oh yeah, read anything today? Put everything in that box top of the chair. By all means, take it. All right, good deal. So we are in his little zone, and we have a full list of shit to go through now. This is so cool. Very, 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 very pretty art style. Oh my god. So good. All right, well, we'll continue from here
Now,
and see what this is all about. Thanks for watching. See you again.